a plan to investigate it, so
Eh.
no one would think twice about it.
Right?
That part.
Don't get me wrong. Victor has never tried to. However, Victor's not one to investigate plants.
Yeah, he's not a druid.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you can
true.
all give an insight if you would like to on your party member to see if
Question:
this is
Before
normal.
we attempt the insight, that flower plant, is it part of a bush or is it just like a loose plant?
It's
That makes
standing
a huge
all on its
difference.
own.
On its own. Okay, in that case, yeah, that's suspicious.
Like the picture shows. Nice on the rolls
Do I
there,
need to roll
Tasha.
my deception just to see if I can
No.
give them a baseline?
This is to see if they could tell if this is normal for you or not. Cosmo. Insight.
1 second. I was looking at the plant. I didn't take a look at it, but
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
that's a big ass plant. If it's really that
Yeah.
big.
It's a fair size. Alright, so your entire party can tell, yeah, you're not the plant guy, that's Gosimo. Gosimo doing this would not be out of the ordinary, given his love of weird plants so far. But you like treasure, not plants. So that's dicey.
Cosmo is going to just walk up to Victor and goes, "What do you see there?" Yes, he's just kind of like trying to look around the plant. Anything we should worry about?
No, it looks like you'll provide me ever-loving peace if I just eat a little bit of that plant.
I'm sorry, excuse me, what?
Everlasting peace.
I don't think you're correct.
You know what?
And then as he says that, here you go. Please roll.
I was going to say, could Gosimo do a nature check to see if this plant has any type of bad or good properties, but he rolled a nat 1.
Reroll.
Reroll?
Yep.
Alright. Pray is
And
higher.
then you have to roll. Then you have to roll a perception check to beat Victor's stealth.
God damn it!
Oh, fucking way.
God damn it! So Gosimo just kind of like tilts his head towards the plant and goes,
You
so
think that, yeah, it
Gosimo,
would definitely give him that. It would give him the best thing ever.
so Gosimo just kind of tilts his head towards it and goes, "Well, I mean, I heard of cases where you can just grind it up and smoke it, and it helps out, so it might help you."
But then when you think about saying that response, you see nobody beside you.
Okay there.
Anyone else want to roll perception to see if Victor disappeared on you all?
Oh, I'm definitely not going to see him, but I'll try.
That was close.
18.
Can I reroll
That's a
that?
1.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said, I'm definitely not gonna.
Oh no,
25?
you do see him.
That.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you see him.
I did it!
You see him walking more insistently towards that plant.
Can I try and stop him somehow?
Do as you will.
Can I try and can I reach forward and grab him?
Yes.
You also note that you're moving at the same speed as him. So unless you're gonna start running,
I mean, sure, I could start running. I don't. What, are you gonna sprint away from me if I do it?
if he sees you, he's more looking at that plant at the moment.
That's what I'm saying. Are you going to perceive me running at you to stop you?
I don't think anyone can see him. That's his belief.
Okay, so I'm literally running towards you, and I am going to latch onto your back and act like an anchor.
Give me an athletics check, and Victor, give me an athletics or acrobatics, because this is a grapple check.
Damn. Damn.
Nope. So you grab him, and as you go to grab Victor, you get your hands on him, but he basically just kind of shucks off his coat type thing, and then just kind of keeps walking. The rest of you guys can see him now.
I don't think anyone can stop him. I don't think anyone can stop him at this point. The dice are in his favor at his odds.
I mean, your main character is kind of not here. I mean, I could roll for it if Neil wants me to try and roll for him to try and try and stop him.
Fine, I've got a better idea. I'm gonna try and trip him.
Okay. Athletics. No, that's acrobatics.
Yeah, I was gonna say acro. Against his what? His acro too? Okay. And well, shit. Nope, didn't stop.
Make that the right wording.
Neil!
Stop.
Neil!
I meant to say stop Victor, not Kai. Stopping Kai. I meant to say stopping Victor. Thank you, Ems. How are you doing, darling? Alright. Let's see. This is an athletics check from our tank.
Please.
With a 10. That's a no. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright.
So now he has to... So now Tiger would have to grapple him. Okay. Or shove him. Alright.
Alright. So as he tries to stop you and touches the plant. I gotta find it. Kai, who is listening in, you stand in a forest not of this world. Trees are darker than towers, their leaves shimmering with pale gold. The air is still, reverent, like nature itself is holding its breath. Before you stands Turok, and I will get you guys an image of Turok. Give me 1 second. That's the wrong channel to do that in. NPCs, where is it? Should be under deities if I'm not mistaken. Not under T. I know I have his picture. I saved it when Neil sent it to me.
So here's a dumb question for you. With Kai standing in the front of Victor while touching the plant, would sleight of hand be the reasonable role to reach beyond Kai to grab a piece of the plant to eat?
Yes. Neil, can you get that picture? While I continue reading, please. Alright, you're getting the same vision as you eat it.
Cool. Love you guys all. Victor did dumb.
I don't think I put it in pins. I might. Oh, I got it! I put it in pins. Haha! I was smart.
Well, nice knowing you, Victor. Just remember I tried.
Alright.
Oh, he doesn't fault you for trying at all.
Alright.
He just has this very insistent thing he's trying to get to that plant.
So, before you stands Turok. He is vast, over 8 feet tall at the shoulder, a massive stag formed from twilight and moonlight. His coat shimmers like polished obsidian, glinting with distant stars. One antler blazes with celestial gold, while the other glows ghost white and vaporous, like the breath of the moon itself. Light and shadow warble in the curves of his rack. One side judgment, the other side destruction. But the most striking are his eyes, twin wells of ancient knowledge and painful truth, not wrathful, not merciful, but simply watching. You hear a voice whisper that you cannot place. He was a god, not of law, but of reckoning. A spirit of cycles, a balance, retribution when the scales had tilted too far. As Turok walks, the forest itself bows. Trees lower their limbs, the wind stills, and beneath his hooves flowers bloom and wither in the same breath. This is not a beast. This is the will of nature made flesh. But then the light shatters, the forest screams, and from the broken sky descends Randak, clad in robes of bone-scribed silk and rusted soul steel. He brings with him ruin. His hands, skeletal and cruelly adorned, cast no shadows, for shadows refuse to touch Randak. Behind him trail chains of living rot, dragging silence and spores across the air. Turok turns, but does not flee. His eyes narrow, he lowers his head. He, Turok, knows what is to come. Randak's voice splits the air. And I will let Tiger read out this piece.
Mm-hmm. I just gotta figure where you put it. The message.
Playing channel underneath Turok's picture.
Okay.
He's speaking to Turok in this.
Yep. You're the balance I could never bend. Now I shall rebuild you in my image.
And from the chains burst vines of branded sinew. They wrap around the stag's legs, his neck, his burning antlers, and the gold dims. The white begins to drip. Turok roars, but not a sound of fear, but of betrayal. The forest, it bleeds. Then comes darkness. Time stutters. Reality forgets how to breathe for just a moment. You awaken in a cavern below the world. Everything glows sickly green, pulsing with a rhythm that is not life, it is endurance. And chained to a throne of living bone and withered roots is what remains of Turok. No longer a stag, now a god wound. His antlers are twisted into fanged branches, weeping poison. His body is bloated with flesh mire, leaking rot that spawns gardens of bile and bone. His voice is gone, replaced by the sound of dripping, endless and mournful. The room stinks of creation forced through cruelty. He called him Maldrath, the voice whispers again. The blooming decay, the god of rot-born wisdom, the thing that must suffer so others may grow. And you see Randak once more, hovering above on a platform of bone lilies, his arms raised in triumph. And another line from Tiger.
Mm-hmm. Look what I've made from your justice. Look how beautiful he is when he finally obeys.
The lumen lace pulses against Kai's palm, and inside Victor, you can feel a warmth going around him, as something begins to stir. Not Randak, not the garden, but Turok, buried deep beneath the bile and bark, still aware, still watching. And then he taught the flowers to smile as they fed on me. That's the wrong tone of voice. It should be much deeper. That was the wrong tone of voice.
Oh no!
Hello, Neil.
Hello.
Neil can get this because he can do deeper voices than I can, and this was.
I'm hearing myself in echo. I need to turn on something.
Give him a minute. But this is Jaren's daddy, spirit guy. So I'll let the player Jaren give the speech from Turok.
Jaron worships the spirit that was Torok, not the
Yes.
spirit that is Torok.
Yes. So that the last thing I just put in.
But what am I supposed to be saying this line?
In Turok's voice, nice, deep.
What is Torok's voice in your mind?
It's deep, it's regal, it's godly, majestic.
He taught the flowers to smile as they fed on me.
The words aren't exactly spoken. You feel them as they are remembered. And as the vision ends for the two of you, you see two versions of him, the stag and the beast, briefly overlapping. One proud, one monstrous. Both.
I don't have the picture of the
Real.
beast version.
I do, because it's your
Okay.
technically your boss.
Well, I don't have that one anymore, or didn't have that
Yeah.
one. I don't remember.
I have both the version that showed to Jaren,
Yeah.
and I have this version that is the actual version.
Well, I thought so. Now show us it, damn it.
Okay, so this is the beast that you see overlapping the deer.
That is the giant thing that took it over?
Yes.
Yes.
And let me go find Turok's actual page.
Well, we're inside the thing.
You're inside of that thing that corrupted the deer.
You're inside a replica of him.
It is a giant structure made to look like this being.
Yes. And this is the
Not
deer
necessarily his
now.
husk.
Yep.
Very smoky. At least he'll have a nice smoky flavor when I hunt him down.
And you both return back to your party outside of the vision with a couple of tears running down your cheek. Whether they're yours, or the flowers, or Turok's, you cannot say.
As I posted earlier, just after you posted your picture, the first picture of Turok. Holy shit, guys! I just saw the biggest stag I've ever seen. Dad would have wanted to hunt that motherfucker. Oh god! And some god was corrupted by something, and I feel that Randak guy corrupted everything nearby. But I'm gonna hunt that stag one. Paraphrasing, of course.
Of
Obviously.
course. What does Victor say?
Victor is stunned in awe at the moment.
Fair.
Is it awe as in aw shit, or awe as in aw cute?
Oh shit, I'm pretty sure.
No, more like in the actual form of awe, as in
aw.
so no.
Most
more
people
like,
don't use it that way.
More like it's like, you know, in the movie Ghostbusters when they ask, did you make a choice? And then finally Ray said, no. I tried to think of the most harmless thing that could never possibly ever harm us. And they all go to the ledge and are in deep awe of what they saw. It's not like an awe shit. They're
It's not aw shit
enthralled
or anything.
in deep fear they have nothing.
It is.
To
You
say.
look on it, and all you can think is, "Oh," or something like that, right?
Like,
Basically, and he can't even formulate the words to say, "Oh." He's in that type of shock, that level of awe. It's like such deep shock. He can't
It's the kind of
formulate
thing.
words at the moment.
It's like the customer service agent that has that customer show up. They think it's a Karen. It looks like a Karen. It talks like a Karen. It acts like a Karen. And then they get to you, and they're the nicest
and they're
person
the
in the
girl's
world.
girl.
And you're like, did I
Huh.
just jump into a different reality?
Right? Like he's
I
like
know
that level
that feeling
shocked.
so well.
All right,
So
party. What do you do?
well, they didn't see the vision, so I'm not sure what they would do.
No, but they see their two
Joshua
party
is gonna
members
walk over
explaining
towards
and invading and
Victor.
all. Sorry?
I'm gonna say Joshua's gonna walk over towards Victor and goes, "You know, it says smoke it, not chew it." And can Gosimo see like the tears on Victor's face?
Yes,
Oh god,
very
yeah.
much so.
And then as he gets
On
like
both their
closer to
faces.
see those, yeah, but I said as he gets closer to see the tears in their faces, he goes, "Is everything okay? I thought you said that plan was supposed to bring you peace."
I wiped the tears away from my eyes that I hadn't noticed because they weren't mine. And I'm like, what? I'm confused, but that was a weird vision, and we saw some stuff, and I'll try to explain it to them in as details as I can without actually just detailing it and going back over the same scene, because that would be boring.
Now you guys know what.
Exposition!
And Victor, the whole time, is
Stunned.
still not there
I mean, that's
on
fair.
any form of emotional or mental level at the moment. He's not able to even, acknowledge that Gasmo is there right now. He barely acknowledges that Kai is standing in front of him at this point in time.
Interesting.
It was a trippy plan.
Zizi. Tasha.
Arson is pretty much kind of confused because Kai and Victor are crying, and Victor looks high as shit.
Oh no, it's not high. He looks like
He looks like he
He's
just went on a
in-
vision quest.
yes.
Oh.
Because he did.
Yeah, less of a high and more of a that look on. You know that look when you see someone who has seen something that sort of breaks them, but not fully. That look of blank stare off into space. Disassociation. That's the word I was looking for.
That's
He is disassociating right now. You could put something he
Okay.
loves in front of him, like somebody's a change purse, with 1,000 gold pieces, and jiggle it in front of him. He won't notice it. You could smack his ass. He might notice it. You could.
Alright, and on that
16
note, I will give
yeah.
Zizi and Tasha time to respond after the break. And I will let the party know that if you
Going
guys...
for a break a half an hour early?
We play till...
I thought we did a break at 8.
We got another
started
half
at-
hour till break.
We got another half hour.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoop. Alright, well, our food is going to be here in like 8-ish minutes, so when it gets about...
We can do the
3
break a
minutes?
half an hour early if you want. It's fine.
Do you guys care?
Not really.
Oh no, not really.
Okay, I will also warn the party that if you guys get to the next area in the next 2 hours, which you probably will, it's going to be a continuation and it's a very, very, very big battle.
Big boss fight.
Oh, well, now you spoiled it for us.
Yeah, now we know how this ends, right? We have to fight a boss at the end of these temples that we've been fighting bosses in.
At the end of the temples. But
Who would have ever guessed it?
But that's just so you know, it's probably not going to be done in this session because we only have half of the session, and this is probably a full session fight.
If we get into the fight, it won't.
It's going to be a long.
It probably won't end unless it doesn't go as expected.
Yeah, fair. Probably won't end.
Well,
But that means
I will be
we're
back
on
in
break.
about 30 minutes then.